You're tuned into news across the galaxy where they talk all things LA Galaxy with the Nag Boys. Let's start nagging.
And that's why never gonna have those guys back on, bro. Had to come on here, hijack our show, saying we ain't shit.
Hey, we're live, sir.
Oh. Welcome to News Across the Galaxy, where we talk all things LA Galaxy. My name is Eddie. As always, I got Brian with me. Hey, Brian.
What up?
Brian.
How you doing?
Say what's up.
What's up?
Your Niners won.
They did.
You happy?
It's cool.
Yeah, you know who's happy? Willis. Hey, what's up, Willis? Your Niners won.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
Yeah?
Yep. My liver's not, but that's another story.
Yeah, that's a common thing around here every weekend. If if you guys are looking for a liver donation, Nag is not the place. Doesn't have his own
Liver
camera,
destroyers.
but has the main chair. You know, he's making a rare appearance, maybe a bit of a comeback. What up, Spenny?
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
That sounded like the happiest "What's up, guys" I've ever heard. No?
I meant it.
Oh, okay. Cool. I mean, I don't know why you realize you're going to talk about the LA Galaxy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Damn.
tone that shit down, please.
Tricked you.
No. I would not.
All right. Hey, actually, a lot happened, so let's go.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, a lot. I can't say exciting things happened, but a lot.
Fair enough.
A lot did happen, right? Whether it's the things you wanted to happen or not, that's a whole different story. But yeah, let's get right into it. First one, we're gonna go in order here. Maybe the most, at least in my opinion, underwhelming signing. One, Richard Sanchez, goalkeeper, signed with the LA Galaxy. He played with Dallas or Chicago, I want to say, right? And then most recently was in some USL Northern Dallas team or some shit like that. So
What do you mean, bro? This is a great signing. Rick Sanchez, the most intelligent being on the world.
In the
He
universe.
has
Universe.
portal guns.
Universe, sir.
Universe.
Yes.
In the universe,
Yes.
portal guns. He's gonna stop everything, bro. We're good. We're in good hands.
I want to go to the detox spa with him.
I just hope he brought Morty along. You guys aren't Morty fans?
Yeah, I like Morty. As long as it's not fucking Summer. Summer's a bitch.
Summer is a
Sorry,
bitch.
you bitch.
I mean, I don't know how much sense this signing makes, I guess, to put a little more pressure on Klinsmann and Bond, because, I mean, to me, they're solidified 1 and 2s, right? Anybody feel any different?
You can never solidify a 2.
I don't know. I think in this case, I can.
Yeah, I think he's definitely 1A or 1B because Bond or Klinsmann, they're gonna do their deed. This Rick Sanchez guy came out of nowhere. I don't even know why they signed him.
Well,
Might be a telling tale of what's to come in the summer.
well, no, actually,
Yeah.
the one thing is that Von Steeg didn't re-sign. So there's that.
But
Still.
do we need a Von Steeg? It's the same way of the signing. Like, do we really need a?
Do you need a Von Stig?
You just need a
let me
third
remind
goalie.
you.
You
Let
just
me
need a third
remind
goalie, I
you.
guess.
Yeah,
Let me
the
remind
legacy.
you that club legend Mike McGee had to step into goal
Yep.
because the starting goalkeeper was injured, and the 1A, 1B, whatever you want to describe him as, got a red card.
Got a red card. Yep.
So
You need that third goalie for
you
those
need,
situations.
you need somebody between the sticks, and I rather have a 120K a year goalkeeper than having to put Julian Araujo in there or something, you know?
Nah, that'd be dumb because you would put Cabral.
Too soft, bro.
We'll get to that. We don't know that anymore, but we'll get to that.
You'll have another Cudicini in the air, you know?
That's as long as he's not on a motorcycle.
For my old school Galaxy fans, Cudicini in the air.
Greatest goalkeeper ever.
I don't know what's worse, Cudicini in the air or Shaquille O'Neal at the free throw line.
Ooh.
Trick question.
Let me know in the comments.
I'll go with Shaq because he's got titles to back it up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, you're saying Cudicini is worse
Yeah, absolutely.
in the air than Shaq at the free throw line. Got it.
Absolutely.
Let me know in the comments what you guys think.
Trick question.
That's a toughie. That's not even a fair question. Another signing that we saw coming now there's more details. Marky Delgado is officially a member of the LA Galaxy. Rumored that we traded away $400K in GAM with $100K extra in performance base. He's going to make somewhere around $660,000, I think, which puts him as a TAM player. I am not mad at it at all. I like this signing. I'm not, jumping up and down, but it's a place where we needed depth and we definitely need players because that's, one Jonathan Dos Santos position that was left with the void. And I said towards the end of Jonathan that typically MLS players in that position don't get that big money. And this is that kind of player that you're supposed to sign. So, I mean, I'm happy with it, but only time will tell. Seeing how he performs, if it's a great signing or not. But I don't know. How you guys feeling so far about the Marky Delgado deal?
I'm with you on that one. On top of that, he's familiar with Vanny's system, which, if he could teach everybody else around him that what Vanny's trying to do. So I guess, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I'm not jumping everywhere. It's cool.
Cool. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's not a game-changing signing, but it's a signing, and I'm here for it. I mean, shit, what else are we supposed to do? He's already here, so.
Oh, wow, Willis. Thanks for that info, bro. He's already here. That's great. Spenny, you have more to say than that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that this signing is a way to solidify this roster, right? So you have somebody that's been playing in the league for how many years? 4 or 5 years. So his adaptability is going to be none, right? He doesn't have to come in and adapt to the league. He doesn't have to come in and adapt to the system. He just has to come in and make his teammates better. And for me, that's going to be Revolucion, because that guy was beast last year. And you give a guy like that another year in the league where he can look at the angles in a different way, cut off angles even better than before. You give him a little bit more freedom to roam when you have Mark Delgado that already knows the system that Vanny wants to run, and in the middle of the field can always adjust on counters or adjust on, a lack of play by continuing his system, which was what Vasquez was, I guess, supposed to do. But now you're getting it from the backfield. Vanny was talking a lot last year about building from the backfield and having a productive collection of the ball, right? What's the word I'm looking for here? To have a,
So these are your thoughts.
To have a meaningful possession, right? Mm-hmm. To where you guys know if it's not working on one side, you switch it. That was his message, right? To be purposeful with the ball, be able to switch it side to side while always holding your defensive structure and pressing at the same time, which sounds like, what the fuck? But it obviously worked in Toronto. And this guy was obviously one of the guys that made that work, because you didn't hear about this guy, but you look at his stats and he started all those games. He started all the games for Toronto last season. He started 28 games for Toronto on their championship season. So the guy knows how to keep the structure of what Vandy wants to do. This team is just aching for a Cam now, man. They have everything else around him.
Espérate.
Aching for a Cam.
Easy, boy. Easy.
Oh, well, another plus side is he's 26 years old.
Yeah.
So,
The guy is a vet in the league, 26 years old.
yeah.
It's not a bad sign
Here
at
we
all.
go. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. You convinced me.
And
like it.
and the one thing I mentioned before we went on, and unpopular amongst a lot of Galaxy fans, I think, or some Galaxy fans, is the fact that I think he's good enough that he's going to throw on that number 8, and we're going to be a month or two into the season, and Jonathan Dos Santos is going to be an afterthought. You just
I don't think so.
The only thing
There's
you're
no
gonna
way,
miss.
bro.
The only thing you're gonna miss is the social media posts. That's it.
I think, man, I might get some heat for this, but I think you're giving Jonah too much credit on the number 8.
That's
You
even
have
worse.
championships.
That's even worse than what
Nah.
I said.
You have
Come on, bro.
championships behind a number 8, Central America or South American. Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Cyrus, yeah.
So I
But
never associated the number 8 for the LA Galaxy with Jonathan Dos Santos. I
What he's talking
associated
about
Jonathan
is the
Dos
work
Santos
that the
wearing.
number 8 is supposed to be, right? That box-to-box player that I think in the first season when he came in, we saw glimpses of him like being potentially the best center mid in MLS. It just so happened that due to injury, he wasn't able to perform every game. And that's what sucked about it. But did he have the talent to be that number 8 that we needed? Yeah. I think so.
Eh,
Nah?
I'll say that.
No, he did.
I mean,
for sure.
Marky Delgado, it's a good signing. Obviously, I don't think we downgraded. I think we're just on the standstill. Basically,
It's because
we didn't get worse,
It's
but we didn't get better.
because we're.
But that's fine.
It's because we're fucking Galaxy fans, and we're too scared to love. You know, we're not ready to love yet. Right?
For-
So every person that we sign is kind of with like caution. We're like,
For the fans, the way I would tell you to look at it is you have a guy that doesn't have to make any sort of adjustments. He's from Glendora, California, so he's at home. He's a league vet, 4 or 5 years
Well,
into the league.
he actually signed with Chivas USA on a homegrown contract in 2012.
Wow.
So he's been here for a
Hey,
So
while.
you're talking about 10 years. He's 26. So he's been in the league since he was 16 years old, has won titles, supporter shields, trebles,
Yeah.
and you got him on a cheap TAM deal.
26-year-old. And you know what? It is a good deal.
Thank you.
It's
You know-
a great
you know what-
deal.
And that's
You know
why I
what?
came back.
You know what this does too? It makes me feel more at ease with letting DTK go. I was on the DTK's ran his course train, but still was like, fuck, we don't have a GM, So this deal kind of helps a little bit, right? It's a smart deal. It's a champion. It's a proven MLS player, so it made me feel better. I mean, I would have felt a lot better if we had Rusnak. By the way, this is like the 4th episode in a row we mentioned Rusnak. So
We're gonna mention
we
him
need to stop
every single
this,
time.
okay, Willis? We need to stop.
until we get a Cam. We're gonna mention him.
Yeah. We're just gonna. Cam is gonna be like the secret word. Not so secret. But
It's a plug and play player. It's not a plug in, teach.
Wait for it to charge.
Wait. It's not one of those. It's plug and play player.
Okay.
For a short preseason, accelerated season, I think this was one of the best moves that they could have done.
So far.
So far. Because they need a lot more.
Oh yeah, that's
They definitely do.
That's without a doubt. But we got to deal with what we got, right? And Vanny, or the Galaxy, finally gave their. I don't know. Did you guys see the media?
I watched some of it.
I did not.
Cool. So I'll point out a couple things. I think a player that I'm putting a little pressure on next season, and I think a lot of Galaxy fans should too, given the DP title. He mentioned Cabral, right? And I feel like Vanny didn't pull back any punches. Vanny said that he came in, he looked like he's never lifted any weights. He called him a wet noodle. If somebody called me a wet noodle, I'd be fucking
I'd be furious.
yeah. I don't know if that's actually,
Dente. It's al dente.
but this is a guy that Vanny, took a big risk on, giving him a DP, and he pretty much talked shit about him and said this year, nope, he came in different. And it's actually, the crazy thing is that, not crazy, but you especially having a podcast, sometimes you swear more. And one of the one of the main things was like Cabral's like physical ability, his physicality. He got punked off the ball a lot, and it's a little refreshing for the coach to address that, right? Like he did it right. Yeah, wet noodle was kind of like a friendly little don't break his spirit kind of diss or whatever. But he said what we were all thinking about Cabral, right? Being a little too soft. And now he's claiming that he's not coming in as he did last year. So that gave me some reassurance. I mean, I don't know how you guys took it, but that's definitely how I felt when he said that.
I took it as I'll wait and see.
Yeah.
My view on Cabral is he's the reason why we have Julian, why we have Efrat, and why we have Joveljic. I expect big things from Julian this year because right now he has the longest tenure on the team. Tenure on the team. So I expect him, if he's not gonna be wearing the armband, at least to become a vocal leader, and that's in direct correlation to Cabral. If he improves, great. But for people that want to move Cabral, you lose a lot at this point by moving Cabral.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So if he's getting stronger, if he's getting better, then I'll wait and see.
We all gotta remember that Cabral is still young. And the fact that the European players still have to have that one season to try to adapt to the physicality of this league, year 2 is only going to be positive.
Es deporte de hombres, cabrón.
I get it, but you still need that year adaptability. He's a young kid who's missing home right now. It's not going to be so easy for him to adapt to LA, right? And with Vanny reassuring us that he's getting stronger, that gives me another positive outlook on Cabral, a player that we know can be dangerous in the open space, right? He just doesn't have anybody to give him the ball. So year 2, I'm hoping to see way more improvement than what we saw in year 1.
The good thing is that the coach addressed the problem.
Yeah.
So if it continues,
then
honestly, what I need addressing from Cabral's game is the final touch on finishing. Because regardless of how weak, how wet of a noodle he was last season, the guy could have put up an extra 5 or 6 goals just by 5
or 6
fucking
goals
tapping it in. I mean, when Alan Gordon can perform better than you in the 6-yard pucks, ouch.
And he's a
DP. Now,
so
Alan Gordon's a go, bro. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
How about McBean? When McBean can play, he had like 2 goals.
Nah. Too far.
You know what?
Like, okay, the way I'm looking at it is, there's only one way to go, which is up for Cabral. He wasn't able to finish last year. I think he's worked on it this year. I hope so. He's only going to get stronger. He's going to start adapting to the league. I think it's going to be better from here on out, to be honest, because you can tell he knows how to play. It's just it wasn't his year. It just wasn't going in.
Yeah, no,
he finds the space. He finds the space.
Yeah, I don't question his IQ for the game at all.
Yeah,
and I think, and then we'll go on to the next thing that Vanny said. We're gonna probably jump around a little bit because it has to do with the Vasquez signing and what Vanny said. So I honestly think, besides the fact that he was maybe a little too soft, is some of the balls were too late. So we absolutely need a chem that's going to find that space quick, and where Cabral doesn't have to hold his runs or have to run too diagonal and put himself in a better spot. Then we get to judge hard. even harder on him. So Vanny, another thing he mentioned is 2 TAM spots left, 1 DP
At least.
to bring in game-changing players. If we hit those 3, dude, I think there's enough on this team to make some kind of noise, some kind of run.
It would have to be definitely a Cam, which would be your DP. But who are your 2 TAMs?
A wing player
Yeah.
And
and another cam.
Ooh, on a TAM? No,
Cam?
you can't.
On a
mention-
TAM?
No. I'd
Who
bring
cams on Tam?
Yeah.
Cam.
Yeah.
Cam Tams.
Absolutely. Who on your defense are you going to replace? Nobody. You just gave Tam to your new center mid, and you got Revolucion, who, unless you knock it out of the park, you ain't going to be replacing with a Tam player.
Yeah, and
So
then
you
I think
either get 2 Tam wings or 2 Tam cams, because
Yeah.
you got a solid backup at forward.
and to back up Spenny's center back thing too. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I know Willis will know this better. Leardom is versatile at the CB, right, as well.
No.
Yeah, he does, but
Yeah,
they
no, but
usually don't pay him
you're
enough.
talking about like
You can-
why
you can.
why waste your money in the defense side?
You got Revolucion for that.
you could play.
Dude, and no, I think also Jalen Neal is gonna have his year too.
I'm not gonna say anything about the
Okay.
kid. I
Well,
won't
you're
speak on
you're
it.
not saying it on the CB, but I think that TAM deal can definitely go on the defense, and primarily I'm looking at the left side because
Ooh.
Villafana did miss a lot of games last year, and that definitely cost us. So maybe putting that TAM money on that left side might make a lot of sense. So
And it doesn't have to be an expensive
something to
TAM.
look at.
Look how we got Marky
Exactly. Exactly.
So back to my point.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna use either 2 TAM deals on wingers or 2 TAM deals on cams, right? What other hole do you really have to plug in besides wing play and cam play? You cannot rely on Vasquez to start 14, 15, 16 plus games and win a championship. You can't. I said this last year. If we rely on this guy to start most of the games, we're not gonna win a championship. We didn't even make it to playoffs.
With his backup being Sasha Question.
You need
Man,
a star. You need a star cam that can put the defense on their back toes, can run at the center backs, because Vasquez couldn't run at nobody. Nobody was taking Vasquez serious off the dribble. So you need to get a solidified cam that can run at the defense and give that last pass, and a backup, because we ain't got no cams. Efrain, no right foot. Alvarez just wasn't it last year.
I did
I
mention
thought he
this.
got I thought he got better. I thought he took a step in the right direction last year.
But playing on that
it
wing.
was yeah, Bruce. He took the right step, but to the left.
Man,
You leave
why
my
you gotta do
boy.
him like that?
Not-
Come
well,
on.
You leave my boy alone.
You know,
I like Efra.
Spenny was actually more harsh than I was, but I just think that with Efra's we're the Galaxy, and with Efra, I think he's just your average MLS player. That's all he's gonna be, in my opinion.
Oh,
I
no.
still have high hopes for him. This guy's what, 18, 19 now?
Nah, I don't. Remember, he's been part of the
He's a
Mexican.
teenager.
He's
Yeah.
been.
Teenager.
He's been. Oh, so is Julian. Julian is.
No, he's
big-
not. Julian's not a teenager. Julian
He's
was a
21.
teenager when we were having these conversations
He a
2-3
man
years
now.
ago. Yeah, the guy's 20, 21 already. He
He
can
a
come have
man.
he can have Modelo time now with us. What you talking about?
Yeah,
Teenager.
but only in a Galaxy jersey.
it's like saying you're still in your 20s, fool. Get out of here.
Fuck out of here.
I'm not going to when we were young.
You're
Stop.
playing adult hide and seek over there. I saw your post.
Tell me that shit wasn't hilarious. Dude, I love fucking stupid jokes like
Nah,
that.
but Efra, I expect big things from Efra too. I think this is the year where we have to see him make a noticeable jump in his game.
Yep.
Or it's just another journeyman that we have on the roster.
Well, I
Absolutely.
thought last year he made a jump from his game.
I did
So
too.
I feel another jump coming this year. So
For me, it's more on the confidence side that you're just that guy, even with your right foot. You know, sometimes you got to try that pass with your right foot, even if it's gonna be a little wide or a little, that extra second that he takes to put it back on his left foot is too late in this game right now.
I think he scored with the right
that's
foot
true.
this past season.
But I think he's learning. I think he's going to learn from it, though. That's why I think this year is going to be a much better year for him.
I think
as
it
well.
has to be. I think it's make
Yeah.
or break this year.
All right, well,
And for as far as in the comments, I mean, with 2020 vision, I'm on board, man. He's saying, "Yo, chill."
Yeah, bro.
He has a high ceiling. Efra will boom. He's a youngster. Yeah,
I
that's
think so too.
But that's been the ongoing conversation for 3-4 years.
He's
20.
still a teenager, bro.
Well,
No, yeah,
Think
yeah.
about think about when they signed him, though. They signed him as a 15-year-old. Like, come on, bro.
Well-
Give him some time.
Maybe
Give
I'm
him
not
some time.
expressing
He was
myself
15,
right.
bro.
I have nothing ill towards the guy. It's just if those strides aren't made this year, I'm gonna classify him as another journeyman instead of another franchise game changer.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, he next to Julian, he has the longest word.
10-year.
There you
Tenure.
go. So
Well, to
and
the
tender.
Tendons.
to the comment
Supple.
that's where the issue is. 2020 vision. We're in 2022, so he's behind. Talk about Julian. Good for Julian, man. He's well, good for him, but
Eddie's mad at him.
yeah, I'm mad at him.
What a
That's-
leave him alone.
No, don't be mad at. No. I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at Bearholter.
Oh no,
he's the one that
absolutely
made it
not.
switch.
This is an argument for a different show. Absolutely not.
on.
Absolutely not.
Reggie Cannon,
Yeah.
Reynolds, Yedlin.
He's
Best.
defensively, he is the best defending right back that we had.
The thing is,
Hands down.
you can't
No.
afford his immaturity in the World Cup or qualifiers to where you accumulate reds or yellows. You can't afford that.
Yeah, but dude, this past
He
season
doesn't
he
do that
matured.
anymore, though.
You realize I haven't even said what happened, right?
But we know what you're talking about.
So congratulations to Julian Naranjo, who got called up for the Mexican national team. Shit, these modelos. Mexican national team, not in a friendly, but for World Cup qualifier. As mad as I am at him, as much as I talk shit, that's dude, good on him, bro. That's a big step forward, man. So yeah, congrats, Julian. Wearing the wrong colors, but it's all good.
I think him being called to the qualifiers in the dates that they fall on benefits the LA Galaxy because when he comes back, he's going to go straight into preseason.
Absolutely,
But he's
yeah.
going to have that competition internationally where he's going to see players that he has to adjust on the fly. So his sharpness coming into preseason should be far more advanced than the rest of the team. And I'm talking about far more advanced, not just kind of, No, I'm talking
Or
about
should
like,
be.
yeah,
Should
he
be.
should
No,
be.
this is breakthrough year for Julian. This is no question,
Yeah.
in my opinion, that he's going to be the man that if we have him past summer, we're lucky.
I need that vocal leadership out of him. I need his ferociousness to come out on his team. I've been a big advocate of captains like Robbie Keane because I'll never forget it. Robbie Keane was shouting on the field to fucking Landon Donovan because he didn't put a pass where he
Right.
was supposed to.
Right.
That's the kind of
I-
leadership we need.
And I know Edgar, if he's watching, is going to like this comment. I think that's where Dan Caligman is like perfect for Julian. Like,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that killer instinct and a leader and the Galaxy, history he has being the first captain. So I think he's in good hands. I think Caligman is going to put him on the right path. So I'm not too worried about that.
And to Antonio Banderas' comment, this is his last year as a G. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Nope. Might
know?
be his last few months.
Yeah, might be. Yeah, absolutely. Especially with the World Cup coming in the winter, he might be dealt out before that. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Nah. Like, I'm just mad that he picked the wrong colors. But whatever. It's all good. Different show.
Man, the U.S. is gonna regret letting him go, man.
Nah.
The U.S. is gonna
No,
regret letting him
no.
go.
I assure you they won't.
Yep. I assure you they will.
Different show.
Because that's, oh yeah, but that right back position
Nah,
is.
you know what?
A lot of people think. A
Belter
lot of
hooked
people
them
think
up.
it's a lock. I think a lot of people think it's a lock for that right back position, but that ain't it, bro. I'm telling you that right now.
Two things, Bruce.
Offensively, he's good, but that's gonna be a liability on defense.
Two things.
I already see it. I already see it.
The U.S. Men's National Federation hooked him up because they let the guy make a choice for himself. They weren't greedy and said, "You come over here, we're gonna keep you. Good luck earning your spot." They were like, "Hey, come to camp. Look at what we got to offer you. Make the best football decision for yourself." Second, I may be wrong about this, but he didn't switch officially with FIFA from U.S. Men's National Team to the Mexican Federation. So he technically still has a one-time jump, right?
Who?
Nah.
Julian made
No,
the
he did
switch.
switch.
Yeah, that was
He
the
did
switch.
switch.
That
He
was
had
it.
to use it.
Yeah.
Okay, just ignore my second point.
Thank God for editing, right? Good thing it's not live. Anything else on Julian before we go? It's a pretty big topic, I think.
I
coming up
love you,
next.
Julian.
We love you, Julian.
Yeah, just not in green.
I agree.
So, the elephant in the room. Welcome back, Smitty.
Fucking
Irrelevant. Those two different things.
Yeah.
So the elephant in the room, the big rumors circulating, picked up a little steam. One Douglas Costa, rumored to the galaxy. Ooh, smirk from Smitty's face. Interesting. He got released from his club, Gremio, whatever. You know, not Brazil.
Yeah.
So right now the rumors are that the Galaxy are pursuing to sign Douglas Costa. You know, he has, if you look at his club track record, a pretty good one. There's Juve in there. There's Bayern in there. Top clubs in Europe. Titles there. But he also has that injury track record too, right?
Mm.
So I tweeted, and I still stand by it, and I'll let you guys take it from there. TAM deal, it's worth it. You make that, you take that gamble.
yes.
Absolutely.
I think we're
It's
all
a bad
board with
deal,
that,
yeah.
all of us. 31-year-old who's probably trying to find fresh air in his career. Why not bring him here and have him go the route like Ashley Cole, where he could resuscitate his career here or something like that.
Please don't do that. Don't compare him to Ashley Cole.
The LA Galaxy,
No.
you know, we're in Los Angeles.
I
Who
think-
doesn't want to come to Los Angeles?
I think Ashley Cole was more of a professional at the point.
Ashley
that
Cole
he
was a
came.
bust.
What?
Ashley Cole was a bust.
Oh yeah, I forgot you didn't like him.
Hey, those
Man.
girls are kicking in hard, bro.
Ashley Cole was a bust.
No.
No, but what I'm saying is he could come here and, you know, LA's a good place to live and he could resuscitate his career. I mean, Grammy's in what, second division in Brazil? Right?
Now they are. Yeah. Now they are.
My take.
So
my
this,
take on
this
it.
will be an upgrade in if he wants to still compete.
So my take on it is, as a fan, we don't need to look at the fact that it's a TAM deal. You don't get to carry that money over next season. So if you don't use it this season or you don't trade it, you lose it. Right? He's a wing player that you need serviceable for maybe 18 games out of the season, including playoffs, because we expect Cabral to perform. We expect Grand Sear to perform.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly believe that Grand Sear improving from last year will be good enough to retain his starting spot on that wing. Cabral might need a kick in the ass every once in a while where he needs to sit, and you bring in a vet like Douglas Costa that this league has never seen speed like that since Pavon on this team. And you spend the time. He doesn't perform, you get rid of him before or after the World Cup or the year. It's football. Contracts don't matter. You can move whoever you want, whenever you want. If you need an example, look at DeJong. Who? Exactly. The guy came, played too rough for AJ De La Garza,
Kick somebody's face off.
and got moved in 6 weeks, maybe 2 months.
Nigel
Yeah, we had him
DeJong, yeah.
for like 2 months, huh? It was 2 months.
He played too rough for
Man.
AJ De La Garza at practice. Kicked
He
somebody
was
in the face
balling,
and
dude. He was balling though.
You know? So
Sheesh.
Diego Costa doesn't necessarily make sense for the long term, but you can't carry Tam over to next season. If you're not going to trade for somebody within the league that can actually perform at that speed with that technicality, then why not?
So you do it every day.
Worth the risk.
I would do it.
It's worth the risk.
I
It's
would-
worth the risk.
100%.
You have two.
Yeah.
How often are you going to knock it out of the ballpark when you have 3 game-changing positions to fill? This can seriously be one of them.
Is
And
there a better?
it's a serious potential too.
Yeah.
Because we've seen his quality. We've seen what he's capable of. If we get just a bit of that, I think is better than most players in the league anyway. So
I think he's the kind of player where as long as you give him space, he works in any system, right? And Vanny is all wing play, push it out wide, push. That is what Diego Costa or Douglas Costa is. ¿Sí o no?
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we were all on board. We didn't have that much to say, but
Oh, sorry.
thank you. No, I mean it's a great deal because of that. We're supposedly moving into a two forward formation, supposedly. So that gives you the capability to move a stronger Cabral on top, and on top of that, in my opinion at least, and you'll get like these like a scatter of soccer fans, football fans that will come watch Douglas Costa. It's not gonna fill a stadium, but I think there'll be those curious enough fans to be like, let me see what Douglas Costa looks like. I've never seen him in person.
Bro, bring Douglas Costa, get on his text messages and his DMs and hit up Oscar. Have Carnaval in the middle of July at the digs. Come on.
Oscar as your
That'd
cam.
be tight.
Oscar, I've been wanting Oscar for years, since before he went to China, and now his contract is up in China. They're regulating over there, so you can't pay Oscar 50 million, 40 million, 30 million to stay. Kyle.
Shoot through.
Ahí el baile.
You know? Carnaval at the digs, I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. We'll see if it ends up being true. But as the saying goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. And I think there's a lot of smoke with him being released. So I guess we'll wait and see.
I like it. I'll take the risk.
I like it a lot. So if you've been following the Galaxy on social media, something really dope this past week, sorry. The Galaxy were taken out to the Rose Bowl to train.
Oh, what?
I wonder if that was like one of those like Mr. Miyagi fucking moments where College Vin and Vanny were like, we built this place. This is where it all started. Go pick up fucking trash and stuff from the field like we did back in the days before we trained.
Wax on, wax off.
That was really dope. But I can't remember at least I can remember the last time any coach did that. I don't know how far that that goes, but I think that's cool, and hopefully there was something like that. I know Spenny has some reservations. He didn't like something he saw. When they're doing that 80s monologue and shit running.
I'm a maniac.
I'll leave it alone. I don't want
just say
Too
it.
late now. I already opened.
Yep. Just say it.
I don't want to spread that type of sentiment. I just didn't like that they had them running uphill on concrete. These guys are football players. They run on pitch, on grass, artificial every once in a while. But you don't need fucking 36, 37-year-old Sasha Kleshin building up more cartilage in his knees, running up the Pasadena concrete, or 33-year-old, I don't run at the defense, Vasquez over there.
He's 33?
Is
Or
he really?
34, I don't know,
33.
whatever.
I thought he
How
was
old.
43.
Point is,
He's
the guy
also
has a
30.
ball
He's
spot, and
35.
he doesn't need to be running up a concrete hill.
He doesn't.
None of them do.
They
But you know
play-
what? It's to make them tough.
But it's fun.
I mean-
But it's fun.
I mean, for me, it did nothing. It's just, okay, the group's together, cool.
Well,
Get 'em
I
off
think that's,
concrete.
that's the thing. One time for the culture, right? Just
Go to Culver City, man. Run up the sand dunes.
Nah, but it's not the same.
They ain't playing
It's not the same.
in the sand dunes.
Damn.
I like it.
I like
like
it.
If not just, if not at least for the montage, you know. Fuck it, I'm
for
down
the
for that.
Yeah.
Cue the '80s
We're
music.
the best.
Nothing's ever gonna get out.
Thank you. All right. That was cool. Again, that was cool. I don't know. I just need those players to sign already.
Yeah.
But you know what you could get? You could get a Galaxy LA Kings jersey.
ooh,
Jersey. Shirt.
shirt,
Shit. So
jersey shirt.
and I'll get that graphic up in a second. So LA Kings night is been confirmed June 15th against Colorado. Wait, who the fuck?
Avalanche?
Ah, yes. I know sports. So yeah, the Avalanche, whatever. So
Chai?
they said that it was going to be a community kit inspired jersey or shirt. Sorry, shirt. So that's pretty cool for like $30. You said, Spenny, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. The cool thing is there's a link. So if you buy tickets, you can send that link to friends and family members, and they could actually get tickets next to you.
So
Not just in the same
Cool.
section, but actually like next to you.
yeah, so somebody mocked this up. This is apparently what's supposed to look like. If it's a t-shirt, the collar is not going to be white. They're not going to be two-tone for sure.
Oh, nah. But I mean, that'd be a cool design either way. If it's close to this, I mean, that's cool. I know it's not going to be that.
Is it gonna be that color or
Well, black
That's gonna be
and
the colors?
silver, right? With the
I think this is a mock-up, Bruce. I think this is a pretty close representation because those are the colors for the LA Kings. For
wondering
those,
because of the logo?
yeah, for those that are trying to think about what
Yeah.
this is gonna look like, a
Hopefully it looks like this.
couple years ago, the LA Galaxy did that retro 90 or 2005, 2006, 76 gas station yellow shirt with the green, you know? They
Yeah.
gave it out for free for season ticket members and then for some of the games. I think it's going to be the same concept. So I think Eddie hit it right on the head with the collar not being two-tone.
But we'll see what it looks like. Watch it be
But
totally
honestly,
opposite of what
Nah.
people
Honestly,
think.
maybe better than a scarf. I have plenty of LA King, LA Galaxy scarves. A shirt might be nice now. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, but you know what though, AEG doesn't give out the worst like free items, so we're gonna like it. It's fucking free. You get to enjoy a hockey game. You get to be with other G's. So you know, $30. That's like a half a beer at the digs. So you can
not
just
even half-
yeah. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about that. Right? We haven't been to the stadium in so long. That beer's
Imagine.
probably
I just hope they accept crypto this year. I'll be winning.
Yeah. I'm not good at dancing. What'd you say, crypto? Yeah. So I'm gonna do my best efforts to go out. You know, life happens, especially now. It's kind of crazy. So I'll definitely do my best. I'll take a fucking free shirt in a hockey game or whatever. I feel like I'm paying for the shirt, and the hockey game is the gift. So
there
where
you
am I at? Oh yeah. I don't want to sound like a dick here, but reliable source today, just because it was, well, yesterday, just because it was just hovering around the Twitter sphere. LA Galaxy News. I don't remember what their actual Twitter handle was. It was like, yeah, just a bunch of fucking numbers and shit. Douglas Costa and Tam and Pavon in DP on a DP contract. I just had to bring it up because it was a conversation being had on Twitter.
Which was
If you don't-
funny,
if-
right? Because I missed it.
I don't know. If you, I don't want to insult anybody, but that's a deal you do any day, right? You telling me we could have Pavon and Douglas Costa?
Yeah.
Who
Well,
wouldn't do it?
Yeah,
but I mean,
wouldn't?
it was a troll tweet, right?
yeah, absolutely.
To be,
Which
course.
is hilarious. But yeah, you would do
But
it
I mean-
automatically.
one of the two might actually be a real possibility.
Which
Even
one?
Pavon, I think, is still a real possibility. So,
So you tweeted it out?
yeah, sorry guys, it was me.
I honestly think that Pavon's more of a reality than Douglas Costa.
Oh, really?
If you sign Douglas Costa first,
I agree.
I'm kind of behind this rumor.
I
If
mean, it
you
was just a
sign
troll
Douglas
rumor. I
Costa
don't think
first.
there was anything behind it. It was just somebody just being a dick, dicking around. But I mean, it's LA Galaxy fans are still so enamored with the thought of having Pavon here just because of what we saw from him here. But dude, we got to think about what his personal situation is. He's still under investigation of everything that happened with him, and you know what? If he's not clear from that, don't even look his way. To be honest,
I think that's besides the point, Brian.
and it has to do a lot with him
Wait, didn't
coming here.
didn't he? Didn't they already do that whole shebang? And
Like, I won't speak on his personal situation, but that's not for me to discuss. As far as the LA Galaxy and football's
Football
concerned,
wise, hell yeah.
it makes sense. He's been wanting out of Boca since he left here. That's been known. The only thing that held him back was, the little dark cloud that's hanging over him right now. But there's interest from other teams. The
for sure.
advantage that we have is that we're getting new money with the TV deal. He's already been here.
he loves it here.
From my personal experience, he liked it here. Interacting with the guy on a one-on-one basis, he was very much for the fans and very much about being here. So, if we're not talking about, that dark cloud, just straight soccer, football, it makes sense for him and for us. Because you have the league dishing out money, so why can't we do it? We're falling behind. We're no longer the bar in this league. And if you think so, you're fooling yourself. Look
Yep.
at what Toronto's doing. Look at what Seattle's doing.
Yep.
Look at what Dallas and Houston is doing. We are not the bar.
Damn, which
Dallas.
is
What do you mean losing?
We can
What do you mean
get into
that?
that.
I
We
mean-
can get into that off air, Willis, because Dallas is getting Texas money, bro.
Yep.
Zero tax.
Don't look so sad,
That
Willis.
has nothing to do with that has nothing to do with the soccer though.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely. You're talking about big contracts, bro. You can just like
If you start dishing out $10 million contracts to players that are gonna collect $9.999 million dollars on
you're
it,
You're talking about Dallas, who hasn't dished out that money ever.
but now they
So,
can.
yeah, you can dish out the 10 million, but will they dish out the 10 million? Of course
my
not.
guy.
They're
the
sending all their
deal that
players.
just happened.
That's a conversation we could have another time. But the league is shifting to MLS 4.0. Look what happened in Toronto. Look what happened in Houston. Look what's happening in Seattle. Seattle has 5 DP caliber players on their roster, paying 2 or 3 of them over $6 million each. What?
And then people still think the Galaxy's it. That's why it kind of worries me, like what kind of cam we could bring in. Because those other teams
for
are
our
making moves like
viewers,
that.
let's put this in perspective. There's 3 players in Seattle that are getting paid more than the salary cap for a full roster. And they still have 2 DP caliber players on the roster besides those.
Bang.
4.0 is coming, guys. We're no longer the bar. We need a
Reset it.
See why we don't invite you no more?
sorry.
Why you gotta bring us
Up it up
down,
a
bro?
notch.
Sorry.
By the way, I failed to mention, though no one will probably call, but phone lines are open. Numbers in the bottom.
Hey,
442
get at me.
955.
Challenge me on some of these. Fact
03
check me.
0931.
Fact check me. 10 million in Houston, 13 million in Toronto.
Somebody tell this guy that Dallas doesn't spend money. Come on, somebody call.
My boy,
The
Dallas
Pareros,
has
bro.
the money to spend because they've been selling
Don't
players
spend
off.
it. Don't spend it.
They
What's the
don't.
point of having the money if you're not gonna spend it?
Okay.
Have you ever seen Dallas spend that money? No.
I seen Houston spend that money. They had a DP right
We don't
back at
talk
one
about
point.
Houston. I'm talking about Dallas.
No, but I'm saying, the league is getting to that point. You know,
No, I get what you mean. I understand what you're saying, and
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
And for teams in Texas and Florida, why not make those expenses? Look what Miami did. Miami signed fucking 4 DP players and took the hit because they ain't got no tax. It makes sense for them.
Yeah.
They got fined by the league for having 4 DP players too. They're like, fuck it, here's my money.
Not to get too full into that conversation, but I think if anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be Austin. Austin's gonna make the big splash.
I mean, they're the ones that have to. But
No, not necessarily. They just have everything to do it.
you mean Fagundes isn't enough for that?
Shit, bro.
That was a
Hey
little
man, I mean,
jab,
they got themselves a baller over there though. Drew,
Yeah.
you see? Ooh,
Yeah.
he's a baller, bro.
Hey, save that for fantasy, Bruce.
Man, he's the one that lost me the fucking match too.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I mean, who the fuck subs out Rio Diaz?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Not
Yeah,
this
see?
guy.
Google didn't even understand,
I
bro.
don't understand.
Straight up, bro. Brian, is there any questions I should have asked you before?
Yeah, we got some questions.
Oh, we got some?
Yeah,
Is it like 2 or some?
some. A sum of 2.
Don't worry. You don't have to skip mine this week, jerk.
Hey, Spenny, you have a question?
No, not this week. You skip them anyway.
We got one from Art from Lars. Does Douglas Costa or does Douglas fit Greg Vanny's system?
Yes.
I think
Healthy.
Spenny said yeah.
I think so.
I think Vanny fits Douglas's system.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's how we.
You know, that
that's
makes
how
a
we
lot
give
of
you-
sense.
Yeah, that's how we gave you Spenny salary.
That makes a lot of sense.
138 Melbro. Personally, I don't think it would be lazy if we get Pavon back. The G's wanted to keep it. What do you think?
I get that argument though, because like I've complained about safe signings, and that is a safe signing, but that's a potential league MVP signing.
Hell of
That's a
save.
game changer, bro.
Yeah.
That's a game changer.
I mean, like the safe signings are like Marky Delgado,
Yeah.
Victor Vasquez,
Oh no, it's not.
Villafania.
If that's what you mean, it's not a safe.
No,
signing.
but you know, like for the club and the league and the coach is familiar with. Yeah, Pavon was here, but that's not the same level of safe signing.
You know what Pavon is? Pavon is a Chris Klein job saving signing.
Damn.
As long as that dark cloud just
Yeah, that's a very
All
dark
the
cloud.
way.
Especially with the
Yeah.
with like AEG being
Yeah.
involved. It's
Well, not goes away, but that it's cleared up.
That's what I mean.
Because going away, it's
I'm sorry, Brian. To where that dark cloud gets proven to be a fucking polluted,
False.
A real
fucking fake cloud.
oh
That's false. Yeah, they have to be false allegations. If not, then
To where that
that's a no-go.
dark cloud was using the wrong pronoun. Okay.
Tony, be real. If somehow we get Costa and Pavon, what does that mean for Cabral? DP
plays
bench player?
forward.
You know-
he played. Oh, you know what? I didn't get to mention this. I'll tell you one thing. If that happens, you
What
know
happens
what?
to Grand Sierra as well?
No, no. If that happens, you know what? I hope the result is, and it's a good thing. I think that fucking Dejan doesn't see the field too much this season. That would be a good thing because that means everyone starts doing their job. That means Cabral is performing, Chicha's performing.
What did John?
Jovic.
Mustard.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It sounds weird.
My guy, no. You have a shortened season.
Mm-hmm.
If you can start Douglas Costa on Tuesday, start Cabral on Saturday,
Right.
and then
That's-
start
that's on
Grand
rotation.
Cyr on Wednesday.
That's on rotation. That's what I'm saying. Like you don't see him as much as you wanted to see him last season. I think that I hope that happens if we sign Douglas Costa because then Cabral would be doing his job. The question was, what does that mean to Cabral and
DP
Grand
bench
Cyr?
player.
Yeah, I think Grand Cyr is gonna hold his own.
Yeah.
So that just I know it was totally left field, but that just a result of them doing their job.
If I'm looking at it as a coach, I'm bringing Douglas Costa to push Kevin Cabral more than Samuel Grand Cyr.
No, I think
Because now you're putting pressure because you already benched Cabral last season. You already showed him that you don't put up numbers. You could sit your ass at the last chair over there. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. If you have Douglas Costa actually coming in and performing, that puts more pressure on him to actually perform better, get better in practice, finish those chances.
Or it breaks them.
Nah,
Finally breaks the wet noodle.
Good.
That's a dry noodle. Only dry noodles break.
But that's good. Now you know what you have.
You know what I mean.
Now you know what you have. If he breaks under the pressure of a 31-year-old coming in for 1 year.
How do you move him then? Because then you got him for 4 more years.
My guy, it's
Let's
football.
say you do break Cabral.
It's football.
How are you going to move him?
It's football. You can get rid of any contract.
No, who's going to take that contract? That's what I'm telling you.
Oh,
who's going to take that contract?
What contract? $1 million contract? You eat that shit, move on. Off the salary cap, doesn't hit your cap.
We gave Gio $6 million to leave.
Thank you.
You don't think they learned from that lesson?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
You don't think,
That's why-
they
Yeah, they
like,
did.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna do it all over again.
Bruce.
No.
Yeah, you know what they learned? We should have done this earlier.
Yep.
Why wait to his contract year to pay him $6 billion to leave? 4 years in, we owe him $4 million.
That's not
Bye.
good business. That's not good. If they didn't do it with fucking people, you think they're gonna do it with Cabral?
People wasn't making $1 million a year.
Well, I guess he was.
for a defender though.
I think he might have been.
He was
Of course he was.
he was under $1 million, and you were able to loan him out and receive some of that back.
And they didn't buy him out.
Nobody.
You're talking about letting go of
but
contracts.
Nobody was gonna. Bruce. Nobody was gonna take Giovanni Dos Santos injury prone $6 million per year for a loan. You're gonna take people at $400,000 a year, and the LA Galaxy take the rest.
He wasn't 400,000.
But on the loan, you could have told somebody, all right, pay 400,000.
I think this is a much easier situation too, because you sell them on the upside.
Who's gonna buy him if you break him? That's what I'm trying to get at.
But you sell him. That's the thing. He's not a Gio with the borracho tag on him, party boy tag on him. You're like, hey,
Yeah, he has a wet noodle tag.
yeah, but it's just.
Hey, you guys leave Cabral alone. He's supposed to have a breakout year.
You know
right?
what? Yeah, fuck all that.
What
I'm
the
not even
fuck?
gonna put it in the universe. I'm like betting. I'm betting on Cabral. I'm betting on Cabral. So I got a question. I got a question for you guys then. Before we move, is there more?
Yeah, we got more.
All right, cool. So I got a question for you guys then. Before we move on, since we're on the Cabral topic, assist goals all together. You don't have to keep. If you want to be specific, go ahead. But I'm gonna just put a random ass number out there. I'll say 23. Just assistant goals. That's the combination. Like you don't have to. You don't have to be specific. I'm saying like 11 goals, 12 assists.
You know what?
Kind of shit.
I want you to be specific. 23.
23?
You're getting what?
Over under.
You're
I
getting
say
what? 13 and 10? What are you?
10 goals, 13 assists.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's a push, Eddie. Damn.
I just.
Can I make you a
Why?
wager on that?
Why though? Why? Because he has to prove himself. 2, you have a Chicha that's outside looking in for a Mexican national team. So you're gonna find a guy that really needs to score, and you have a guy that really needs to prove himself. So yeah.
What did you say, Eddie? The number?
10 and 13.
23.
I'm gonna say over as well. What? Last season, in 70 appearances, he had 13 goals, 10 assists, and we're saying that he's gonna improve. That's 23 right there. So he's gonna improve for those. So I say over that. If we're hoping he's gonna improve, right? 13 and 10
What do you have?
last season.
What do you have last season? You said
5 and 2.
13 goals and 10 assists.
5
No,
and
no,
2,
no.
7. So he's gonna triple his production. You're saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying he's gonna do more. Yeah.
No, he's
If we
gonna
want him to
triple
improve.
his production.
Triple his production. No, not
And
triple his production.
can I put a contingency on my
No.
prediction?
No.
All right, I'll say it after anyways. But go ahead. It's my fucking show.
I was gonna say 15.
Yeah,
15
I'm,
total.
I'm in the same ballpark. I'm looking
But
at.
but is that bad?
Is that bad? No.
No.
But that's on the high end. 23 is a
Yeah, the high
pipe
end.
dream.
Yep. I to be honest, I
know
was
what?
surprised.
I'm not even gonna take a bet. If this fool combines for 23 goals and or assists, I'll spot the keg for the playoffs.
So you're saying we're gonna make
Because
playoffs?
if Kevin Cabral has stats of a combination of 23 goals and assists,
We're in the playoffs.
we're in the playoffs. So I'll
For sure.
spot the keg free to all our viewers and all Galaxy supporters if he gets those numbers.
Uncle Bra, if you're listening.
Like
Give us
it's
that
not
keg.
gonna happen.
So you-
My prediction is like somewhere 8-8, 9-7, 7-9, somewhere right there. I don't see him
I'm
tripling his numbers.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, why not?
I see him being a little bit better than doubling his numbers. So I think Bruce
So
hit
10
on the head,
goals?
15 or 16.
10 goals.
Honestly,
is cool.
I'm like if you want an exact number, I'm thinking 9-7.
I got
I think 8-8.
I
I,
got-
think he's gonna get a lot
fair.
more assists this year.
I got Antonio Banderas saying 10 goals, 10 assists, 15 goals. I also have Isaac. I can't pronounce your last name. I'm terrible at last names. 12 goals, 7 assists. So I
So
mean,
it's
the
like around the
optimism,
20 like
optimism
around
is good.
20 right there?
But I like, you know what? I like Loki. I really do like seeing that optimism because he got
Yeah.
so much shit last year. And the fact that the fans.
Deservingly, I think.
Yeah.
Deservingly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, Vanny let him have it, but he was nice about it. Wet noodle isn't the worst compliment.
Eat this, sir. There you go.
All right, I think we answered that one. Next question:
23.
Deep sleep daydreamer. Why are you all so sexy?
Oh,
I don't know. I was
don't
made
know.
this way.
Yeah.
Logan Jones.
Jeans.
Why are we trying to get Diego Costa? He reminds me of Gio. We need a cam.
If it was Diego Costa, that'd be even better. Since it's Douglas Costa,
That's a conversation we need to have outside.
it's a joke. Fool. Damn.
It's Douglas Costa. If it was Diego Costa,
I think we touched a lot on it. I think a TAM player is just worth the risk. That's
Does he have that party boy tag on him?
all Brazilians do, I think. Except
See, but,
Kaká.
but that's what I was saying, Bruce. I mean, you need this guy for like 18 games in total with preseason or with
Postseason.
playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to depend on the
you
guy
need him
like
for
this
more.
for 24, 25, 30 games. If you can get a solid 16, 17, 18 games out of him, fully worth the TAM money
Yeah.
that you can't carry over to next year.
The point is, we need to spend that money.
We need to spend
That's
that money.
I think that's the name of the game right now. Spend that TAM money that we got for Senor Legit.
Totally opposite of what Little Dicky sings about. But
Dan Ortiz also says we better not sign Costa.
I get it though.
Man,
You have to like.
what's wrong with him? I don't get it. What's the
No,
thing? What's your
okay.
beef?
What I said earlier. It's like as a Galaxy fan, you're afraid to love. You know, you look at the injury list and what we dealt with in the past. It's understandable as a fan if you're also against it. I see both
If
sides
not-
of it.
If not Costa, then who?
Costa.
Brian Munoz. Who will be our cam? I hope it's not Vasquez.
Ooh, I like this one. Is there questions after that?
That is it.
All right, cool.
Thank you
Perfect.
guys for
Actually,
submitting questions.
Yes, thank you very much.
That's a good question.
If not, then who? Right? It has to be. That has to be the guy, right? There's no way, and we made that joke earlier, that we as fans or podcasters or anybody else are the only ones that know we need a cam. Like they know they need a cam.
Yeah, they're smarter than us.
So
Do they know?
sometimes I wonder, but no, they know we need a cam. I think that DP is a cam. That's what puts me like on off the Pavon rumors, and also if you sign Costa, I think the Pavon rumors are dead. I don't think there is a Pavon Costa
It's
deal.
one or the other.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. One or the other.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I think if you sign Pavon first, Douglas Costa is still a possibility. If you sign Douglas Costa first, I don't think Pavon's no longer a possibility. At this point, I don't see any more TAM caliber cams in the league to trade for, so that DP slot has to be a game changing cam and just fill the roster with cam or with TAM on the wing and as a backup cam.
I mean, Vanny said that the next players are game changers, so
Yeah.
Hey, and a game changer could be someone off the bench. Let's not get that twisted.
Yep.
Because in a game where you have 5 subs now, where you're playing in Austin, in Dallas, in Nashville, in the middle of the summer, a game-changing player can be a fresh player coming on for the last 10 minutes of the game and getting you a
Absolutely.
goal. So let's not get that twisted. As
I
fans,
like
let's
Chris Pontius.
not get that twisted. A game changer doesn't mean he has to start the game, but he can finish the game and be a game changer.
Nation.
as long as it's the cam.
And those are the kind of comments I came back for.
Let's go. But that does it for the questions.
Yeah.
I think we had a couple on the chat.
If you want to go back.
I know
before we
Antonio
end it.
Banderas had one. He said, I got a question. Being a World Cup year, do you think that since we have no more U.S. men's national team players on the roster, will we be a better team?
Actually, not this World Cup year because the U.S. men's national team is nice. So,
Yeah.
no. We actually got rid of the worst U.S. men's national team player. So we're good. You know.
Hating ass vato. Hating ass vato.
Nah. All jokes aside, though. I mean, not necessarily. People forget we had Donovan. That was a blessing. But beyond that, that's all we had as far as U.S. men's national team players. Kobe Jones, yeah, but that was like earlier years. Clint Mathis, his short stint here. But no, besides that, that was it. Like Donovan was the one guy. Look at the last World Cup qualifier cycles. We had fucking Harvey going out. We had people would get called. We had
O'Neal
Jonah
Fisher.
going out. O'Neal Fisher going out. We
Madagascar
had Leggett going
Revolution.
out. We had What did that mean? That shit didn't mean anything, right? We still didn't make fucking playoffs. So there you go.
No, well, the thing is, if anything, it makes us better that we don't have as many national players on our squad because they don't get called out. So that's going to keep the core intact,
Yeah.
right?
It
What do
keeps
you-
it keeps
That'd
us.
be better.
It benefits us in the early qualifiers.
Yep.
Because you get players that are going to be competing internationally and get in form, come back and bring that form with them. But once some of these rosters get eliminated towards the summer, I don't think we're going to be suffering.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not summer, it's winter this year.
Oh yeah, winter.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. By the summer, you're gonna know whether you qualified or not, really, right? By the summer,
yeah.
by the summer, you should be either fighting for first or second in your group. You're no longer fighting for a spot, right? You got 3 games coming up at the end of January that are pretty much gonna determine whether you need to win all of your games, tie, win, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
All right. Besides that, anything else? Anything you just want to bring
I
up?
think we're good.
I think we need a DP player by the summer. You can't wait till the winter.
Yeah.
Right
check
now.
that.
Yeah.
Let's go get
that's-
No, well, Vanny did say that.
Yeah.
In his thing, he said he wants them in early.
Yeah.
Brian, you good?
Yeah.
What is you good?
Yeah.
Cool. Since we got hijacked, I'm gonna steal this until they come back, and we'll put pressure on our BFFs. All right. With that being said, this has been another episode of News Across the Galaxy. I'm your boy Eddie Nags. You can find me across all social medias as Eddie Nags Willis.
You can find me on Twitter as Willis with the U _89. Benny.
You can find me on Twitter under Spenny Bayless.
The classic Spenny Bayless. And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, PSN as Bryant Nags.
Dope.
I think.
Thank you everyone for watching, whether you're watching this live on the later on the Spotify's.
Hit those
on the-
likes.
hit those likes on the Napsters, whatever. Try to join us live. The comments are pretty fun. So
A-Track. A-Track.
for Willis, Bryant, Spenny, welcome back, sorta. My name is Eddie, and we'll get up out of here until next time. Keep on nagging.
Nag.
Rest in peace, Louis Anderson. All right.